Hello students, my name is Glaston Dhanpal and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to teach class 9th biology portion, chapter 2, that is tissue. And in my last video, if you have not checked, then get it checked and write your notes. There I have taught you about plant tissue. So today we will start with animal tissue. So basically we are all human beings and we are one type of animal, social animal, okay, and we are also made up of cells. So when cells are combined together, they make tissues. Okay, similarly when tissues are combined together, they make organ. When organs are combined together, they make a system, and when a systems are combined together, they make a whole body. Okay, so this is the basic thing that we should know while reading tissues. So animals are also made up of tissues. Our different body organs are made up of tissue. So to understand this one, there are 4 types of tissues. I'll be explaining you in detail, but for the time being, write down this schematic diagram or this flow chart. First one is epithelial tissue. Second is connective tissue. Third is muscular tissue, and the fourth is nervous tissue. I'll be telling what are the different types, but first of all you should write it down: epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and nervous tissue. So epithelial tissue, it is basically of 4 types: squamous epithelium, stratified squamous epithelium, columnar epithelium and cuboidal epithelium. 4 types: squamous, stratified, columnar, cuboidal. Then connective tissue. Connective tissue is of 2 types: fluid connective tissue and soft connective tissue and hard connective tissue. Okay, I'm not writing that, but you should know. Your bone, tendon, ligament, cartilage, blood, then adipose and areolar. Sorry. So these are the different types of tissue: bone, tendon, ligament, cartilage, blood, adipose and areolar. You might think that how blood is tissue, because blood is connecting our each and body organ, so it is also a tissue. Okay, next is your muscular tissue. Muscular, you know, voluntary and involuntary muscles. So here you will study about smooth muscles. Then second is straighted, unstraighted. And the third is you will be studying about cardiac muscles. And the last is here nervous system. Here nervous tissues, here you will study only about neuron or nervous system. So this is the basic 4 division of animal tissue. So each and every type is divided into some subtypes. We will be studying it in detail. Okay, might be this video is a long video because it will take too much time to explain this one. So patiently understand each and every concept so that you will be able to write it properly. And whatever I am saying, I'll be writing here the notes. You have to write it down also. So we'll start with the epithelium tissue or epithelial tissue. So the first type of tissue is epithelium tissue or epithelial tissue. These are also called as epithelium. These are also called as epithelium. Okay, mainly its work is to cover body organs. Cover body organs. Okay, means our skin, our body inside or outside, all the covering is done by this epithelial tissue. Okay, they are packed very tightly. Packed very tightly with no intercellular spaces. They are packed so tightly that there is no intercellular spaces between them. Okay, so we will be studying what are these epithelial tissues. So the first type of tissue is squamous epithelium. Okay, these are just found in layers like this. They are very thin and are basically formed like this, not in cuboid but in haphazadical order in a pattern. Okay, they are very thin and flat, given right here, very thin and flat. Okay, second is your they are present in mouth, inner lining of mouth, means our inner side of mouth, soft skin what we are feeling inside, that is, and the inner lining of esophagus, food pipe. Okay, so this food pipe and this mouth inner lining, it is made up of squamous epithelium. So present in inner lining of mouth and esophagus. It is not esophagus, it is esophagus. Okay, so this is a small thing about squamous epithelium. The next is stratified squamous epithelium. Okay, when many squamous epithelium are connected in parallel pattern, means here one more will come, one more will come, like this, a particular pattern will be seen here. So it is called as stratified squamous epithelium. So you write down here, pattern is seen. Pattern is seen in these cells. It is present in skin. Okay, our skin is made by this. So its function is for to prevent wear and tear, because when we are fighting or when we are falling somewhere, then our skins are coming out. Okay, generally it is coming out, but after 1 or 2 days again new skins are coming. This is happening because of this stratified squamous epithelium, because they are placed in layers. Okay, then the third is columnar epithelium. Third type of epithelium tissue is columnar epithelium. Okay, as the name suggests, it is present in columns. Okay, it is present in columns like this: straight, tall, tall, straight. Okay, some are even having some hairs on it, and it is a base. So it is also a straightened ciliated one, means hair like one. So you write here, it is pillar shaped, pillar shaped. Okay, it is pillar shaped. Some are having, some have cilia, 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 hair like projections. Okay, where it is present? It is present in our respiratory tract and inner lining of intestine. Present in respiratory tract, and inner lining of intestine. Okay, so columnar epithelium is pillar shaped. Some are having cilia, hair like projection in it. Okay, and it is present in our respiratory tract, means from nose to our lungs, and in inner lining of intestine, means our inner intestine, small intestine, large intestine, inner side also this columnar epithelium is present. Then the next type is cuboidal epithelium. Okay, it is cubed shaped, means like this, in upside like this, like this. Here this is cube shaped. You will find cubes here, like this, like this, like this. From inside it is divided. Okay, so right here, these are cube shaped, then present in kidneys and salivary glands. Present in kidneys and salivary glands. And what is its function? Its function is to provide mechanical support. Provide mechanical support. Apart from this, some are having addition functions, like some are able to secrete some substances like some juices, hormones, whatever. So they are called as glandular epithelium. Because of secretion of some substances. Okay, mainly they are present near glands, so they secrete some substances, therefore they are also called as glandular epithelium. So this is all about epithelial tissue. Then the next tissue what we are going to study is connective tissue.